Hi there, welcome to Sketching with Gretchen. This is a great Mother's Day project we're going to work on today. This is a great way to honor your mom and let her know that you think she's pretty special because, well, she is. So this is what our end product will look like. The materials you're going to need today are a piece of paper, and I'm just using a half sheet, markers, crayons. You'll need some water and a paintbrush. If you don't have a paintbrush, you can always use a Q-tip. You could use a cotton ball. They do the same thing. So we're going to start out by drawing our design, our sunshine, and including our words in it. You want to use Crayola water-based markers. And the reason why is we're gonna use them as a means of paint or watercolor paint. So we're gonna start out by drawing our ground. So just a simple line going across the very bottom of the paper, nothing fancy. You can add in some pieces of grass. You can go all the way across with this if you'd like, or you can just do a few. Now to make it look really real, you wanna do some long and some short. Grass doesn't all grow the same size. It's all the same size when it's cut by a lawnmower, but it doesn't all grow the same. Okay, so we're gonna add, I'm just gonna use my marker on the side here to add some green down at the bottom. All right, now we're gonna draw the general shape of our sun. I'm gonna use, I think I'll actually use orange for that so it shows up better. But we're gonna go from this side of the paper, draw a rainbow-like shape, not all the way to the top because we need to leave a little room there for words. We'll go about not quite 3/4 mark. So if this is halfway, this is about 3/4. So and if you wanna do this in pencil first, that's fine. That way you can erase. All right, so take your orange going across, and I'm just gonna kind of add some bits of orange. I'm not coloring it in solid, but I'm making my line just a little bit thicker, and I'm gonna add a little bit of orange down into the sun, just a little. And then I'm gonna take my yellow and fill in some with the yellow. Again, we're using this as a paint medium in the end. So we want enough on there that will spread around, but you don't want to color it in completely because that's the color that comes off of our markers is going to help fill that in. All right, I'm going to leave this area white for now until we hit our next step. Now the sky, I'm just going to take a blue and just go just above our sun. Get a little bit in the sun, it's no big deal. Happens all the time to me. All right, just a light line. Use it on your side again just to spread some more up, but again, you don't want to color it in solid. If you want to throw another color in there, that's a good idea, but make sure they're colors that mix well. So blues and purples mix well. Just a little bit there. Okay, I think I'm done with my markers. Now I'm gonna fill in with a little crayon. So I'm gonna just add some crayon, and I'm not coloring in solid, just like with the markers. I'm just, because we're gonna pull that marker color down into these areas. Get some of my green, fill in my green down here a bit. If you wanna mix some colors of crayon, you can. Like this. But leave some white space. And then my sky, I'll just do a little bit, not much, just a little bit of another color. Okay, now I'm ready for my words. So choose a color that's gonna stand out. You're gonna wanna press pretty hard because you're gonna paint over top of these words. Okay, so I'm gonna take, I think I'm just gonna use a blue. This is a bluish color. And what we're gonna write is, you are my. We have 3 words to write. You are my. So my will be on top. We want these to be balanced. And so print nicely, press hard, double over your letters to make them nice and thick. So there's you. Up top, R. Okay, so you are my, and now we're going to put sunshine down here in the sun. So I want to leave enough space. I want it right in the center. Kind of think about how big your letters are going to be. I'm going to use black, so I want it to stand out. And I think what I'll do is all capital letters. Now again, if you want to do this in pencil first, you can. Once you start writing your word, just try to keep all your letters about the same size. There we go, sunshine. Okay, so from here, we're gonna use our brush and our water. Get some water on your brush first, and we're just gonna go over our colors. We have those markers on there, we want them to bleed a little bit. So you just got to keep reapplying the water in your brush, and then you can go over your sun. Don't worry if a little bit of the blue comes down into the orange. And you can color right over, you can paint right over your words because those are done in crayon. And they're waxy, so they will repel the water. When you do your sky, just pull it up over top of your letters as far as you can. See if you can pull that color right up into the sky. You may not be able to get it all colored in. It's going to be very light, but the colors will bleed and it'll fill in a little bit, especially over the words. So this will keep bleeding while it dries. For some of this grass, there we go. Okay, so from here, you can get a paper towel so it can dry on the paper towel and not bleed on into anything else. Once it's dry, right on the back, you can write a note to your mom on it. Give it to her on Mother's Day, which is coming up this Sunday. But give it a try, have fun with it, be creative, and enjoy your day.